Well, for more insights into the growth of Chinese smartphone brands in India, we're joined by branding expert Dean Crutchfield. Welcome back to the show.
Great to see you, Rachelle.
Now, Dean, we know that cricket is hugely popular in some parts of the world, but a relatively unknown sport in China. So what's the motivation for Vivo to want to sponsor a cricket match?
Well, it's all about cutting through the clutter of all the other advertising and all the other brands. You know, in a market like India or China or America or Brazil, the average person receives over 3,000 images a day. Only 30 of those get through to the conscious mind, and that's where a brand wants to be. So one of the best ways to get there is through sports endorsement. And there's been lots of studies about this. It's great to open new markets. It's great to use multi-channel marketing because you can use that sports association across everything that you do, and it's a great way to spark sales, as your reporter just commented on, that you can expect sometimes just at the signing of a deal, sales can go up 20%, some studies show.
Now, it's one thing to kind of break through the crowd, but when it comes to ROI, your return on investment, is this an investment that's worthwhile?
It's massive. You know, dealing with a famous personality or sports, it's passion. It cuts through that crowd. Millions of people love this sport. They love their cricket. So the association with Vivo and the passion that Indians have for cricket is a great way to get that brand reputation pumped up. And that's what they want to do. They want to pump up that brand reputation, and they want to start getting that market share building.
Now, obviously, India has its own Make in India platform to boost domestic production. So how do you think this move of China's Vivo is going to really boost the brand recognition there, given the competition?
I think the fact, again, is the fact that they've got a great name, a great brand, a great product. That's always a really good thing. And the good thing is they have a smart strategy. This is a firm that has great, really massive global ambitions. Since 2010, they've opened up licenses in over 100 countries. But India is a key market for them to start building that global footprint on. Don't forget, in 2018, they've also sponsored the FIFA Soccer World Cup and for 2022. So sports is the way they're going because they believe this is a way they can ramp up that reputation they need so bad.
Now let's look at other platforms. We saw Jack Ma bringing more attention to the Alibaba brand in the US with his Gateway 17 event recently. So what are some of the effective strategies for Chinese firms to really boost their brand recognition outside of China?
It's exactly that. It's about associating yourself with something in that market. And in India, it's about the cricket. So they're trying to identify in a local market with something that people are passionate about and have that association. So this is what they need to be doing. And that sports franchise they're looking to do, including the soccer one as well, is exactly how they're going to do it. It's about cut through. Association with sports endorsements, massive, and it can really cut through everything and give you the excitement in the market that gives that buzz. And it is about that buzz. How do you get awareness, but how do you also generate interest so people want to buy your product?
So then, Dean, what do you foresee as the biggest challenges for Chinese firms in becoming household names internationally?
I think one of the problems, obviously, is the perception of quality. Don't get me wrong, they make some great products, but I do think that there is other competition that seems to have a better play when it comes to a quality perception. And I think Vivo, though, has a great product. It's most important that the product's good. So I think that could be one area for international markets for a Chinese product is the association. But I think that can change depending on the market you're in. And in mobile phones, in smartphones, we can clearly see that anybody can get in this game if they've got a good product and a good strategy.
Now, for a lot of companies, for Chinese brands, they get that solid foothold domestically before going internationally. Is that the way to go, or does that approach matter?
No, it's important that you actually use a strategy for your outreach. You know, you want to build your brand in your home market. China's a massive market. Once you've built that, you've got the system, you've got the strategy, you have the process, you have the manufacturing prowess. You can then step that up and start going for that global footprint. But you need to build yourself in a home market first. And once you've got that and you have that ability now in your marketing, in your business, you can then extend your franchise. But you've got to be careful that you don't extend it too fast, because you can fall over.
Now, being what we're seeing with Vivo, can we expect to see more Chinese sponsorship at perhaps major global events around the world?
I believe so. If Vivo shows that they can make a success of this, and I think there is a lot of genuine excitement about it, then that's a good lesson and a good insight for lots of other Chinese brands that can try it. But like I say, there's a lot of players out there, so it's all about cut through, and sports is an amazing way to do that.
We'll certainly be watching this space. Thank you so much to branding expert Dean Crutchfield.